Get ready. You're about to witness history in real time, and most people have no idea what's coming. This isn't just another week. This is just another shift, and it's not just about how insanely rare. This is what's happening right now carries a spiritual weight we haven't seen in a long time, and the effects they'll ripple across every part of your life, whether you're prepared or not. If you're even slightly attuned to energetic frequencies, you've likely sensed it already, perhaps an unusual sensation that reality has felt somewhat disconnected lately, or maybe an persistent intuition that something monumental is on the horizon. Well, your instincts are correct, because one of the year's most spiritually charged days is approaching this week, and failing to recognize its message could leave you wholly unprepared. If you've noticed time seemingly accelerating, with days merging into one another, stay tuned because there's a specific explanation for what you're experiencing right now. But we'll explore that later, so remain with me. For now, understand this: everything is positioned. The initial trigger is about to be pulled, and once it happens, the cascade of events will be unstoppable. This isn't coincidental. Every occurrence this week is a precisely calculated move in a game that's been unfolding for centuries. It begins subtly, quiet whispers before the tempest, and today, March 9th, initiates the first movements. The effects might appear minor initially, but trust me, this is merely the beginning because we're still in the build-up phase. These are the elements aligning, the pressure mounting as everything leads toward March 14th and its momentous events. That's when everything transforms completely. Two powerful planetary alignments converging on a single day. Today, March 9th, marks the beginning of the conflict, a struggle between emotional and rational forces, between gut feelings and logical thinking. The moon's convergence with Mars ignites pure emotional energy, unfiltered responses, and an unstoppable internal flame. Simultaneously, Venus aligns with Mercury, drawing everything toward methodical consideration, careful evaluation, and the search for equilibrium. It's a cosmic power struggle, and you're caught in its center. One instant your heart urges you to take action, embrace risk, and fight passionately for your desires. The next, your mind calculates every scenario, suggesting caution, patience, and careful consideration. An internal battle rages, emotion versus logic, instinct versus rationality. The crucial question remains: which force will you allow to guide you? However, exercise caution, as this extends beyond the present moment. The decisions made under this influence will have ramifications that extend far beyond the immediate future. The sequence of events has already begun, and within days, the intensity will reach unprecedented levels. When March 14th arrives, everything transforms. Some days pass unremarkably, while others create a clear division between what was and what will be. This is one such pivotal day. March 14th isn't just another full moon or typical eclipse. It's a turning point. This day brings together a total lunar eclipse, a blood moon, and a meteor shower at its peak, all simultaneously. This convergence means the approaching changes are inevitable. The perfect alignment of Moon, Earth, and Sun will shift global energy patterns. The boundary between visible and invisible realms becomes extraordinarily thin, and just as you think you've grasped the situation, the heavens illuminate. The Gamma meteor shower reaches its zenith, painting the sky with streaks of light, as if the universe is marking this transformation with its own celestial signature. This isn't merely an event. It's a cosmic signal, and regardless of whether you witness it, its effects will be unmistakable. A day of such significance doesn't occur without purpose. It represents the culmination of everything that's been developing. All decisions made, emotions stirred, and patterns set in motion converge at this point. But this is just the beginning. There's profound significance in three major celestial events occurring simultaneously. It carries a deeper meaning, a message that most will fail to recognize. But if you want to understand the true purpose behind these events and their personal significance, you need to keep watching. Because once you grasp it, Your perspective on March 14th will be forever altered. March 12th represents a subtle moment of reckoning. While most will overlook it, you'll sense its presence. Without fanfare or spectacle, just a quiet, invisible force pressing against you, testing you when you least anticipate it. This isn't an ordinary day. It marks Saturn's perfect alignment with the Sun. Saturn, the cosmic teacher, keeper of karma, and silent observer of all actions, merges with the ultimate source of illumination. During this alignment, nothing remains concealed. Every decision, hesitation, and suppressed truth rises to the surface. All the issues you've avoided, responsibilities you've postponed, and internal conflicts you've ignored. Saturn reveals everything. For some, this will bring profound clarity, a cosmic confirmation that they're following their true path. A persistent question might finally find its answer. The lingering uncertainty could suddenly dissolve. The burdens you've carried might suddenly feel lighter, as if invisibly lifted from your shoulders. For others, this will serve as an awakening. If you've been ignoring signs and postponing necessary actions, this day could provide your wake-up call. It won't manifest as you might expect. There won't be dramatic announcements. Instead, it might appear as a subtle challenge or seemingly minor yet profound occurrence that demands your attention. And be certain, something is approaching. This test isn't random. It's preparation, because within 2 days, the energy begins shifting, and by March 14th, everything transforms. Consider the significance of even one major celestial event. A full moon can alter emotional states. An eclipse can redirect life paths. A meteor shower can deliver cosmic messages. But what happens when all three converge on a single day? A total lunar eclipse, a blood moon, and a meteor shower speak. This isn't just any full moon. It's a moon under extraordinary circumstances, engulfed in shadow, bathed in deep red, illuminated by cosmic fire from passing meteors. Earth positions itself precisely between sun and moon, blocking its light, forcing it into darkness. For a brief moment, the world exists in cosmic suspension. It represents a reset, a recalibration, a definitive break between past and future. Then the sky ignites. The meteor shower reaches its climax, showering the atmosphere with cosmic debris, each streak of light carrying deeper significance, messages, activations, energies that most will miss. But you'll perceive it. The question remains, do you comprehend its meaning? When three such powerful forces converge, the universe speaks clearly, and failing to listen now might mean missing crucial information. Yet this represents only the surface level, because beneath these visible events, something else accelerates. And shortly, you'll understand exactly what that means. An unusual pattern emerges this week, not just in the events themselves, but in their spacing. March 9th arrives with dramatic planetary alignments, Mars meeting the Moon, Venus connecting with Mercury in an energetic collision. It's as if the universe demands attention, making its presence undeniable. Then, silence. March 10th passes quietly. March 11th remains empty. It's as if the cosmos has retreated, holding its breath. Just as the stillness becomes unsettling, March 12th arrives. Saturn's solar conjunction, a karmic moment of truth. But before we can process its significance, another pause. March 13th. Empty, static, motionless. It's remarkable when you consider it. The universe operates systematically, following intricate patterns and rhythms. But this feels different. It's as if the heavens themselves hesitate, waiting for something, or perhaps allowing us to prepare. What if these pauses aren't merely gaps? What if they're thresholds? Stillness contains potential. It holds everything waiting to manifest. We're conditioned to notice activity and movement, but life's most significant moments often involve anticipation rather than action. Like entering a theater, conversations fade, lights dim, curtains quiver momentarily before the performance begins. That's what this week represents. That's the meaning behind these pauses. Because March 14th isn't just another event. It's the culmination everything else has been preparing for. It's the moment when everything erupts. And once it begins, there's no returning. Most weeks progress slowly. This one feels accelerated, as if an invisible force drives everything forward. Remember earlier when I mentioned the reason behind time's apparent acceleration? This is it. Something shifts beneath the surface. It's subtle but undeniable. Perhaps you've noticed it already. Maybe long-term plans suddenly demand immediate attention. Perhaps conversations that should have developed gradually are happening rapidly. Maybe decisions that seemed impossible weeks ago now appear obvious. This occurs when universal energy accelerates. It's not random or chaotic. It's controlled acceleration, an unseen force aligning elements faster than expected. This affects both external events and internal experiences. One moment you feel in control, with time to prepare, then suddenly you're thrust into situations requiring immediate action. No more waiting or hesitation. It's uncomfortable and disorienting, but necessary because currently, things that once progressed predictably are accelerating dramatically. Reality rearranges itself behind the scenes, and by the time you notice, you're already immersed in something new. It's not merely movement, it's momentum. And once momentum builds, it becomes unstoppable. So if time seems to slip away, if reality unfolds faster than you can process, you're not imagining it. Certain moments in time change everything, and strangely enough, you won't realize it until after it happens. The eclipse will conclude, the meteor shower will end, the week's building energy will peak, followed by apparent calm, at least superficially. But truthfully, something fundamental has shifted. Some will wake up on March 15th feeling lighter, not due to obvious changes, but because something intangible has released. Perhaps an old fear loses its power, maybe newfound clarity emerges, or possibly the very atmosphere feels different. Others will feel unsettled, not negatively, but with a sense of standing on the brink of something significant. One chapter closes, another begins, and regardless of readiness, there's no returning to what was. This marks not just the conclusion of a powerful astrological week, but the beginning of a new energetic phase. The effects won't manifest uniformly. For some, changes come immediately, sudden insights, unexpected shifts, relationships or opportunities entering or leaving their lives. For others, effects unfold gradually, like ripples expanding from a central point. Stay alert, because the coming months won't follow familiar patterns. Previously predictable elements become uncertain. Seemingly permanent relationships might take new directions. Either way, the world transforms, and so do you. If you've stayed with me until now, I appreciate your attention. If you found value in this content and want more, please consider subscribing. Your support means a lot. Feel free to share your thoughts or experiences in the comments section below. Until next time, take care and subscribe for more insightful content.